What's up guys, Mr. Pythagoras here, and today I'm presenting a new video, intersecting lines. So this is probably a grade 7, 8 or 9 depending on what question. Like if you get quadratic and it intersects a linear, then that could be a grade 8 to 9, but 7 is probably linear linear equations that intersect. So basics. So we want to coordinates when the two lines meet. So here we want this this coordinate. So we can solve this by visually, of course, 2 by 2, 2. So this is when these two equations meet or intersect. So we could solve it by simultaneous equations, and this could be on any of the 3 papers because they don't require a calculator. So here's a little example, guys. So we have equations y equals 3x minus 1 and y equals a third x minus 2. So we solve them as if they're simultaneous, so we equate them because the y is the same. So 3x minus 1 equals a third x minus 2. So now we rearrange for x. So we get 3x plus third x, because you add the third x to both sides, and you plus the 1 to the other side, so both sides. And now it gives us 3 third x equals minus 1. And now what we do is that we get minus 1 divided by 3 thirds, and we get minus 0.3. And now we get minus one of these equations. So I chose y equals 3x minus 1. So we sub in the x into any of the equations, right? You can choose this one if you really wanted to, but you should get the same answer. And you get y equals 3 times minus 0.3 minus 1. Y equals minus 1.9. So we are left with these coordinates here, which is when these two equations intersect. Okay, guys. So here's another example using a quadratic. So this is about an 8 to 9 if you want to get those top levels, lads. So we have an x squared minus 2 equals 2x plus 1. And straight away I'll start off with equating the coefficients, if you want to call them that. Like the y's just are the same, so we do not need to do this. So we could just equate this like this. So now we rearrange to get the quadratic. So what we do is that we move the x to minus 2x and minus 1. So you're left with x squared minus 2x minus 3. And we factorize this to get x minus 3 and x plus 2. So then you do x equals 2 and you get x equals 2, x equals minus 2 because this equates to 0. So sub in the x into any of the two equations. So I chose y equals 2x plus 1 because it's easy to solve, I guess, than to play around with the x squared and stuff. So I did y equals 2 bracket 3 plus 1 equals 7, and y equals 2 times minus 2 plus 1 equals minus 3. So here's some questions for you to try. Click pause, have a go, and I'll go through them in a sec. So for the first one, it's a bit of writing here. So all you wanted to do is that you get these two equations and you'd like to rearrange it for y. So you move the minus 2 to the other side, so you minus the 2 because this is positive on the left hand side, and then you want to divide everything by minus 1, so all of this will become positive. So you get y equals 2x plus 4, and then you have a equation in this equation. Straight away I move to the x to the other side and divided by minus 1, so you get x plus 1, and then I've got y equals 2x plus 4, y equals x plus 1, and I equated them, solve for x, so you get x equals minus 3, subbed in minus 3 into this equation because I've already rearranged it, so I got y equals minus 2, so we should get minus 3 minus 2 as our intersects, which is true because look at this, nice. And yep. So this one here, so y equals minus x plus 5, y equals half x plus 2. So what I did is that I have these two equations, simultaneous equations, equate them, and then rearrange the x's, so we get half x because x minus half x, and then 2 minus 5 because 5 gets moved here because you want minus 5 both sides. So x equals minus 3 divided by half is minus 6, and then carry the marking up here. So y equals 6 plus 5 because what I've done is that this is double negative, so we know that it's going to be positive. So double negative or positive, so 6 plus 5 equals 11. So we get this as an intersect. So in summary, guys, we use simultaneous equations to find the intersect of two lines, I should say, and quadratics. Intersecting a linear will give always two coordinates. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like, and leave any comment if you want me to cover more topics. And peace out, guys.